Do I go through this way to do the online order pickup?
Before, just past loading docks, turn to the right. There'll be a big dumpster there. Just past that dumpster is door 10.
All right.
Go in door 10, they'll help you out.
Thank you much.
Thank you.
Pop the trunk here for you.
Yeah, just head up to that desk right by the registers and talk to them. They'll be able to get it
All
for you.
right. Nice show. Have a good Easter. No thanks.
Yeah, no, I just got to check for that.
Yeah, no thanks.
What's that?
No thank you.
No, thank you for what?
Opening my trunk, thanks. Excuse me.
Please open the trunk for inspection. That's on the way in, it says on the way out.
And I'm under no legal obligation. Please
Okay,
return my
call
receipts.
my manager in here.
That's absolutely fine.
Manager, do you have a manager available?
These receipts are unquestionably my property, and I will take them. Thank you.
We'll call the police.
That's fine. Sweetheart, could you call the police? Well, I'm being unlawfully detained at the lumberyard at the Menards in Coon Rapids, and the man said we should call the police, so I decided I should call the police.
I said you can if you like.
No, you said we will call the police.
Like everybody else. He's wasting your time, officer.
So I think we need a squad car at the... He said to call the police. He said we're going to call the police.
I said, if you
So
feel like it, if you feel you're...
the guy at the lumberyard that's preventing me from leaving.
Yes, I am.
Yes, they are.
Oh, yeah, but you feel...
In Coon Rapids, yes. He said we'll call the police, so I figured. My name's Charles Waters. Correct. It's 763. All right, thank you.
Just talk to the manager. I mean, you feel privileged to other...
I'm not privileged. You have no legal right to detain me,
Okay.
is the problem.
He won't open his trunk, guys.
I'm under no legal obligation. I don't like being treated like a criminal, so...
But the item you purchased is in your trunk, right?
Correct.
So we just need to verify and check
No,
it
you
out.
don't.
Yeah, I do.
Not legally.
I can check you out and we can get you out of here.
Or you can stop unlawfully detaining me and open the door.
Okay, well, I'll call the police and they
I
can
already did.
determine what's unlawful. Okay, we can wait.
Awesome. Oh. If you could bring that back up, the account, sorry.
Well, you call just let him explain if you want.
If you could bring up the Wells Fargo again. Thanks.
Picked up an order, we verify it and have him sign for it and they go, no problem. So the product he's picking up is in his trunk. He pulled up to the gate. My gate attendant requested to inspect it. I don't know what kind of communication happened there, and he refuses to open his trunk. So he said we're unlawfully detaining him. We don't have the right to search his vehicle. We're not looking to search it. We're just looking to verify the...
You have to let them verify the product.
No, I don't. I don't have to let them... No, ma'am. You're mistaken.
No, I'm not mistaken.
You are, ma'am. I have made my transaction. I can prove I have paid for my product. After that point, after the transaction is complete, I am under absolutely...
How can they prove what you put in your trunk?
They've never have to... do they have anything to evidence I have stolen something? Minnesota law is very clearly...
You can take it out and you can show it to them. You need to do that.
Ma'am, that's not how it works.
That is how it works.
No, ma'am. I assure you, I'm considerably well educated in the law.
I can write a warrant to search a trunk then.
You go right ahead. That has to be signed by a judge.
Yeah, we have
All right.
judges.
I'll be in the car when you're done.
You have
Thank
ID
you.
with you?
I do. I'm not currently driving, so thank you.
Doesn't matter, you still need to ID yourself.
Not unless I'm suspected of a crime. You have to have
No,
articulable
if
reasonable
we're asking you for
suspicion.
ID, you have to, or you can go to jail for not IDing yourself. So,
If that's how you wish to proceed, ma'am, I am not going to provide ID until there's a reasonable suspicion of a crime.
it doesn't have to be reciprocal.
No, it doesn't. You could actually respect my constitutional rights that I defended with my life.
And I have
Thank
the
you.
right to ask you for your ID to
They
ID
don't,
who you are.
not unless there's a reasonable
Yes, I
suspicion
do.
of a crime, ma'am. That's been well.
There is, because you won't open your trunk and you could very well
Because
have
I
stolen
won't
property
prove
in
I
your
did
trunk.
not commit a crime is not reasonable suspicion of a
Why don't
crime.
you step out of the car for me?
Excellent. You have the keys, right?
He's recording us. He's got a camera on the
Yep,
car.
and I'll leave that with my wife.
No, you're being detained. But if you don't want to identify who you are to me, I will take you to jail so they can identify you.
I'm going to get everything on to make sure that everybody's on the up and up here.
Okay.
Like I said, I can already prove that I paid for my purchase.
You can prove
They
you
have
paid
no
for it,
reasonable
but
right.
you can't prove that you don't have something else in the vehicle that's not supposed to be in there, and that's the problem.
And that's where reasonable suspicion comes in.
This is their policy.
That's their policy. That
You
has
wanna
nothing to
shop
do with
here,
me.
This is their policy.
Ma'am, I purchased this online. It says right in here to go in the main entrance to get it. I didn't even know I had to come into the lot when I made my purchase.
Get out of the vehicle.
You still have one to pick up, so you could just go through and you could pick up another one.
I'm being ordered out of my vehicle. I'm being placed under arrest.
I didn't say you were under arrest.
Then I'm
asking
free
you
to go.
Step out of the vehicle. You are not free to go.
So I'm being detained. Under what reasonable suspicion of
Step
what
out
crime?
the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle.
Under
right
what
now.
reasonable suspicion of what crime am I being detained?
Hold on, I'm sure no, it's not.
What is your name and badge numbers, both of you, please?
Step out of the car now.
Your names and badge numbers, ma'am.
Step
Step out of the car. You're going to go to
They're
jail.
refusing to provide.
This is very simple. If you would just let us see your ID, let them verify your product, and we can get out your stuff away from the vehicle. Step over to the back of the trunk. You can stay in the car, ma'am. So he came in to pick up product, and he's just refusing to show whatever he took in the trunk. You're creating your own problems here. So he's doing it on purpose, is what he's doing. He's trying to get a contact with us to try to get us to do something wrong. So. Yeah.
It's Easter. I would have loved to go home, but I'm not starting.
Oh, believe me, it's Easter. I'd love to be with my family too, but instead I'm here doing this.
I did my job
So.
for years on a submarine, defending the very constitutional rights you are violating right now.
Yeah. I have a right as an officer of the law to identify who you are to make sure that you do not have it. I have a reasonable suspicion that you have something in that trunk that you did not pay for.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You have nothing to evidence that other than my
Absolutely.
refusal to prove I was
Absolutely. You came into a shipment yard which has a policy that you are not supposed to leave without showing the product that you have picked up, and you're not willing to do that. To me, that is enough reasonable suspicion to believe that you have something that is stolen.
won't be, and you should know that.
Okay. Yep. All right. Are you guys able to verify this stuff and let him know? I want him on this side. Grab a seat in there. I guess at this point you're being detained. You're not necessarily under arrest yet.
You actually arrested me by legal definition.
Mm-hmm. Sovereign citizen. Gotta love them. you guys ever had any
No.
contact with sovereign citizens before? Because this is exactly what they do. So.
Yeah, just we got called out here, and it's simple as that. And I tried to reason with the guy. I'm just like, I'm sorry if anything happens, that I can verify it and we'll get you going. I mean, that's it. And the item's in his trunk. I mean, that's it.
Yep.
Sign it,
Right.
whatever.
Well, we'll be trespassing him here for sure.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what you guys want done is
Yeah, we don't need
trespassing him.
that, so.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry that you called guys.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know if she can drive and move.
She's not free to leave yet anyway, so we're going to leave her in there for now. But she's not the one we're talking with. I don't think that's going to be him. What's that? No. On time. Is 05 on the way up here? Yeah. Hi there.
Hi.
Is this gentleman your husband?
Yes.
Or he is?
Yes.
Okay.
You just know he has a form of autism,
Okay.
Asperger's
Is he
syndrome.
sovereign
and
citizen or?
he just takes it all very seriously.
Here's the thing. He's creating all these problems for himself.
I know.
You come to a place of business, you purchase something, they have a policy that you have to verify whatever it is you pick up. I buy from here all the time. I have to show them I'm no different, he's no different. Okay? That's all they're asking. This is their policy if you come to pick up. I mean, if he would have left it in the back seat or if he would have had even an employee verify with him and then come up to the gate, it would have been no big deal. But he's creating this problem for himself now. And so, I mean, it's up to you. Do you want to go home and have him go home today? Because if I can verify who he is and if he would just verify his product, he can just go. I'm not trying to violate his rights by saying he needs to show them, but that's their policy. He is probably going to be trespassed from here, unfortunately. He won't be able to come here again or any other Menards, and that's, he's made his bed, you know. So, are you okay with that? Do you want to go home?
I would like to, but I don't know, what is going on and what,
Here.
if I could talk to him, then
You
I
can,
see.
but let me lay it out for you very plainly. I need to know who he is, because as a law enforcement officer, any law enforcement officer, if we choose to ID somebody because we're out on a contact, which he called us, I have the name he gave my dispatchers on the phone. I can't tell if that's him or not. I need to know who he is. If I can ID him, he hasn't necessarily committed any crime. They need to verify the product that he has, and he will be free to leave. Does that sound like a good deal?
Well,
It's a holiday. So do you want to give me his name?
Well, he told you already. It's
He
Charles
gave my
Waters.
dispatchers a name.
Charles Waters.
Charles
Because he didn't want to give me his ID or identify who he was to me.
Okay.
So, what is his date of birth? Do you have a middle name? What's a home address for you guys? And what's a phone number?
763.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what is your name? And then Waters?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Does he live with you, or is your husband, or?
He's my husband.
All right. I'm going to be right back with you, okay?
Okay.
Over TSO, so clear on address 11291 Robinson Drive. Registered under the show revolt. Case number is 4132 and 4132.
Yeah, I mean, we have a name from him calling in.
Same name?
Yeah, same one, same name. Wife says he's not sovereign, but he has got autism and he likes to act like he knows it all.
1425. One 10003 Street. Caller reporting two juvenile males were just knocking down stones off the wall. 11 on 4th Circle on Egress. Comes from all emails.
Okay. If I understand it right, you want to go home, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's having a bad day, or okay.
He's got Asperger's. It's
Okay.
autism,
Okay.
and it just.
Would you be willing to open the trunk for these gentlemen? Because that's the only issue holding us up here, and it can be really
Yeah.
simple or really hard. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you think he stole anything?
No, he did. I mean, he picked up. We've got the paperwork.
Right,
He
right.
picked up a saw. The guy brought it out and put it in the trunk for him.
Okay, well,
So.
it'd be doing us a huge favor if you could just bring that invoice and step out with these guys and pop the trunk for us, and we'll chalk it up to him having a bad day. Do you guys shop here often?
Brand new song inside the store.
That's it.
There we go. We got it. All right, now he's really going.
I was just physically assaulted trying to grab her, trying to even look for a badge number on this gentleman. Physically assaulted even looking for a badge number.